Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm doing the reading, a collective reading for Wednesday, the 16th of December, 2020. Okay, so let me just start by saying thank you. Your comments are very kind. Your kindness, your sweetness, you guys are all awesome. Thank you. I am humbled. So, the message today is about making an effort to really let love just be like breathing, right? Because that's what it is. It's a meditation. It's not like you have to try. You don't have to try, okay? Love is, when it's true, in your own truth, love is like the breath, the inhale, the exhale of the natural order, in the natural order, right? So breathe in. As we inhale, we're breathing love into ourselves. As we exhale, we're breathing love out into others, into the world, where love is needed on both counts. And we've been talking about this, the fact that when we say, I love you to someone else, and we don't love ourselves, then you're just kidding yourself. And obviously that's why when that happens, questions arise, right? Is this the right relationship? The doubts, the worries, the indiscretions. When love is like breathing, that's when you just know, you don't have to ask anything. So that becomes your meditation. So when you go out into the world and you're saying, like I will say, I love each and every one of you, and I do. I don't need to know each and every one of you to love you, because I have love in my heart for all. Can you say that? Okay. I mean, we have to get real right now. We have to get real. We have to get real. We have to speak our love. We have to write about it, speak about it, communicate the love for all. This is about your truth. What is your own truth? This truth, literally coming to grips with yourself, your own truth, you're going to understand the freedom that it provides. Once you do understand it and you're very real about it. Like, it's like you can't sugarcoat. Oh yeah, I definitely love so-and-so and I gave it my all, but I'm really not sure, or I really, I kind of put up with a lot, or, he's such a good person, he's got a great heart, but he's married. She's super sexy, but she's not affectionate. There's all these potentials, but the thing that we look at in others is the potential that we are having for ourselves. We've talked about this, and I will repeat myself. Why? Because learning is repetitive. That's the only way we learn. Learning a language. What do you do when you learn a language? You have to repeat over and over and over again, right? Okay. So this is be very truthful with yourself. You don't have to tell me, or you don't have to tell anyone else. This is with you, me, myself, and I. Be very real about what that means. And that's what Spirit's saying. When it's real, it gives you peace of mind. When it's not, and you're asking questions, then you know that that's an indication. Let me look, that's my mirror. Oh my God, time to do some shadow work. It's never ending. Wow, Queen of Swords. And this is me giving you this message. For sure, I feel it. Just sharing this message with you because of the fact that it's so important. It'll free you. The minute that you realize that you've been, are you holding back? What's the mirror say? When you look in the mirror, when you look at these people that you're like, oh my God, right? Are you breathing in and breathing out love, or are you judgmental, critical, whatever? So here comes that love. Here is the love. I mean, come on, right? Someone's charging in with love. Writing it, talking it, communicating it right here. Writing it, talking, communicating, and here she stands. And I'm telling you, I'm saying on one hand, it's me expressing that to all of you. On the other hand, it's what we talked about yesterday. It's this woman. It's coming, right? I'll let you know if this happens to me. Someone has ended something. This is Scorpio. So, the love and death, right? What do we communicate when we love? The love that you have, love is surrender. Love is rebirth. Love is shadow work. Do you understand that? That's why the death card's here. Because we are transforming how we can, I don't want to say define. I know I've said define before, but love should really not need by definition. Love is. So this is transformative. This is a rebirth. This is going into the dark night of the soul, if you haven't already, right? Some of you will experience that. Well, what does that mean, Athena? I don't understand. Everyone talks about dark night of the soul. It's about the shadow work that you do when you are dealing with another in any sort of love scenario. Mother, father, sister, brother, lover, whomever you're feeling that deep sense of love, more importantly, self, that is transforming. Because now you're getting clear, right? Look. Be clear about the kind of love. So now it's about transforming that into a more real, clear vision. What the shadow work does, shadow work happens, it just happens. You don't go out searching for it. It happens when you look at others in a judgmental way. Let's just say, okay, I'll give you an example. Oh my God, there she goes again. I'll use someone we all know, right? Kim Kardashian. Let's just hypothetically. Why does she think she's all that? Is she all that? Who does she think she is? This is all me judging what she looks like, who she is. Let me just say we could judge based upon her. We base our thoughts upon someone else's looks, right? And why? When you get to the heart of this Ace of Swords and the heart of the matter, which we talked about, you'll realize it's going to transform, because it's not what's external, it's what's internal. So what you see, you could see the most beautiful people, right? She is beautiful, you have to admit, in the eyes of the beholder, okay? But that's the shadow. The shadow is that I'm sitting here judging someone just based on her looks, because I don't know her. And we do that every day, even if we don't realize it. We see someone on YouTube. We see someone in the public eye. We see our neighbors, right? And what do we say? Oh, we just do that little, yeah. And that creates an emotion of internally, if you don't externally say, who does she think she is? We internalize it for sure, saying, So think about how you react when you see someone on YouTube, when you see someone on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, wherever you're at, TikTok, Are you judging? Because if you are, there's shadow work that needs to be done. Criticizing, judging, anything that's egoic. Oh my God, I think she's too skinny for sure. Right? Where did that come from? Who are you to judge if someone is too skinny or not, or too whatever? So that's where the transformation comes in. I hope I explained that. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? What the heck? All right, so they're here. They're back. He's back. He is really, he's very aggressive. I mean, who is this guy? I don't even know what to say to you. I have no idea who this guy is, but he's coming. And he's transformed. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Coming to tell you how he's transformed, or she. Masculine and feminine, it doesn't matter. You see you have both here. What is this going on? It's so funny. I mean, it is humorous here. Someone's coming to talk about what has transformed in their life. The deaths, the rebirths. You may hear, okay, I'm not sure. I don't feel it 100%, but you may hear about, someone who's passed. You may get news, but I don't feel that. We have this beautiful coming in. The love. I feel that a love has ended for this king. That's what I feel. I feel yesterday we had the, we just know that it was a committed relationship where, right, this king is coming to find his true queen. And that will give her peace when she hears what has happened, what has transpired, how the other one left, how he might have made the wrong decision. I know if you're married, here's the thing. If you're married, then here we go with the re's again. You're writing your story. If you're married, doesn't matter if it's Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sag. I mean, whatever. The storyline is that someone, if you're married or not, has transformed what they thought love was in their life, and they're coming in to talk about it. They want to clear the air. That's why the dove is flying. It's the Holy Spirit saying, oh, this is now pure love being offered here. I'm not saying it wasn't before. You know, the last 2 days, we've been talking about this. And you saw me. Oh, look. Oh, my God. I want to stop and redo it, but I don't. And I'm not. I'm not going to, because that's not the way. That's not the way. The way is you have to keep going. Someone is very much worried. Someone could have passed. Oh my God. You may hear of something like that. I hope not. I pray to God that that is not the case. I mean, I know we're all on the same. I saged these cards. I flipped them before this reading. I mixed them up. I did whatever I needed to do to keep these cards. So the time is now. Yep. Unbelievable. Look at that. This storyline is totally from yesterday. Look at this. High Priestess, though, is not flying, is she? That's because it came out. So now, okay, so this is about, this came out. The secret's out. The secret's out in the public eye. Someone's been left. There's been an ending. Look, it's already done. There it is. It's done. Someone was lying about a situation and they made the decision to leave. Oh my God, we talked about, right? Someone's been waiting for someone to leave so they could come in. It's going to affect someone's public life. Sorry, I did that. It's going to affect someone's life because they're in the eye of the public. Someone from the past who feels they were trapped. But trapped no longer. Look at this. We're done. They didn't take the bait. That's what I just heard. They didn't take the bait. They had an opportunity to start new. They went internally. I'm just going to keep going. I'm being told, look, I don't know if you can, I'm just doing this. They went within. They said, well, am I going to cross this bridge? What am I going to do? What does love mean to me? Father love lack. Did not have a good, truly we all have the childhood wounds from which mom and or dad, which could be both, but this is a father who was maybe not around. It was just a facade. But they said it was the real thing, right? But he doesn't love himself. See, the Emperor reversed, the Emperor upright, we give a lot of credit to the Emperor. Let me just stop here. This Emperor, I understand the achievements and, the greatness to which an emperor has has become the emperor, right? But does this emperor, whether he's reversed or not, has he done his inner work? An emperor is more the CEO, the owner of a company, who has gone through all the kings, for sure. Yet, did he get into the, did he get into the power of the externals more than the internal? And that's why that's reversed, right? It feels to me like it was all about the transformation has been about a father and son connection where love was not given freely and it was just like crumbs, right? Universe says this is an indication of what someone who hasn't really understood their connection with spirit. Spirit's been trying to get hold of this emperor to try and say, listen, you can't go on this way. The things that you have been continuously doing, cyclical, you have to surrender, but you're not surrendering. So he wasn't surrendering. This is was, right? The surrender did not happen. The energy of trying to, a father figure could have been that crossed over, who has died, could be trying to reach out to their son to say, listen, it didn't do me any good. So learn from my mistakes. Because that's why what we need to do, not need. We should want to create a situation for ourselves that is healing, right? And surrendering to spirit and saying, listen, I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to be like my mom. So the angels, and I'm not joking, the angels are saying to surrender to spirit. I don't know if this could be a near-death experience, that he came out before. So we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. This is a very magnanimous, right, person that this woman has been with. So I'm thinking that it's either air with earth in their chart or vice versa. Earth with air in their chart. This is one person who chose money over the love scene. Because it's in his DNA. But he's not working on his relationship because he's so focused on his work to get, financially stable. That's how he got to be where he's at. But what he's lacked, let's say lack, is the surrendering to love. surrendering to love, crossing that bridge. He hasn't crossed the bridge. He may be crossing it now, or he's going through a near-death experience. He's had visitations from his father, and he's getting word that if you don't transform yourself, the time is now. It's not if. Actually, it's not. The choices that this king made was about passion instead of being in love with this woman who walked away. We talked about it yesterday. She's left, the mother of the children, the mother of his children, because he was more focused on what he could acquire instead of the love that's in his heart. And so he wanted just kind of like, the love that he saw was truly a love of passion, meaning, let's just have fun. The definition, by definition, this was the way that this king was looking at his world. And once it was a very happy dynamic. It was a real happy marriage. 3 people got in the way, though. His passions, sex, drugs, rock and roll, got in the way. And he was trying really hard to avoid the ending of his marriage because of a third party that came with a lot of what he thought was his true love. He thought this woman was his true love, the third party, and this one walked. Right? She wanted the money. So one wanted money, sex, drugs, rock and roll. The other one was the lifelong partner. Yesterday we had 2, which we still do, mind you. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with Earth in their chart. What if they were both? I'm just throwing it out there. What if because of this, this couple who's married or who is coming in has now the same values, or one does and one doesn't? I feel this is, we're talking about the story of love lost from a third party situation. So one didn't want to leave because of the money, feminine, and masculine was like, I'm out. There's something for sure going on here because of this. Not enough love. Now this is interesting. Family split because of a third party. Well, this says everything right here, doesn't it? And oh my God. All right, so let's keep going, the storyline. So he lost both. I'm telling you, this king lost both. And here is the temptation. Oh yeah. Temptations, what do? They bring us down to our knees. And not in the way that I'm talking about or that you're thinking about right now. The temptation said, yeah, but I want it all. I want it all. Well, that's a heavy burden. That's a lot to ask. Because I was thinking, I'm talking third party, as the King of Swords and Pentacles. I just thought we were just going to have fun and not make it so serious. Because aren't you married? I'm telling you. Two people married in relationships. Well, I gotta go, says the King of Cups. I need to go because all we do is fight. And all I wanted was to manifest a beautiful life with you, said the King of Cups to the Swords, the Queen of Swords. Well, yeah, but your offer is kind of weak. It's a weak offer. You say you want to work on it, but the offer is weak. And I'm sorry, but last time I checked, you were married. So I don't know how balanced this offer is and how you're going to pull that off. Yeah, but listen, be strong because I can change this. Give me time and I can change this. She may have stayed to see if that was going to happen. Subsequently, the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands, this could be in their chart as rising, moon. Whoa, what happened here? The passion. The last meeting we had, when we met, I came to see you and we had a blowout. There was a passion, a lot of things that happened here the last time we met. Maybe the last time we met, something went down that blew up the whole situation. Because the offer could only be offered upon lies, deception, and deceit. Even though one person thought they had it in the bag, there were way many more options than one knew of. Hence, who stands alone? The Queen of Swords. She says, I'm out. I'm leaving. I got what I wanted. I know the higher truth. I went through the whole deck. The story is I went through so much here. I'm leaving. I know that now I deserve better. So she got the payout, right? She got the payout. She didn't have it here, did she? She wasn't going to walk away until she got paid. I'm not talking prostitution. I'm talking a marriage here that two people were married to two different people. Now, this is like a little slightly different than yesterday's. I think that Spirit's telling us that the situation was the same. Just we were looking at two potential, and it still could be, two air signs. One was chosen and one was not. But you still have another person in the picture. That's what I'm saying. Because this king, has the money. I guess I'm going to have to say it. Is he not like an official prostitute, but kinda is? A man who prostitutes himself in third-party situations, you know, luxurious things, jewelry, gifts, blah, 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 right? That all had to come to an end. And she wasn't going to leave. She wasn't going to leave until the payout. Why? Because this is a long-term cycle. Why do I say that? Well, let's see. Because it's been coming out in the readings, in my readings for, a while now. Where a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius these two had either they were married but had others. Maybe both of them had others. There's way too many people here though, for sure. And this one's reversed because she said, when I walk, you're going to pay because you put me through the ringer. You saw, we went through the entire deck right here. Of the love that when we started with, this love has to clearly, this has to clearly be redefined before the next conquest. Someone has been given the word from Spirit. These three cards are Spirit talking, saying, guess what? You better literally listen, or it will be your judgment day. I'm not saying God says, oh my God, if you don't change your ways, you're not going to make it. No. But the way that this king has been orchestrating his love life for however many decades, it can no longer be. This last one, why I say Scorpio, this last one could have been, and not physically, but the death of, you know how you say this person was the death of me. That was the death of this person. And Spirit's now saying, here's the thing. You've lost everything that you once valued, cherished. So now what do you do? We'll put a little love heart, huge love heart on this reading as I spray a little rose. This is my rose water. It's sacred. Why do I believe it's sacred? Because I've prayed on it. Okay. And as you can see, this is masculine and feminine soul counterparts of sacred unity. Okay. So let's pick out one of the Starseed Oracle. That's intense, no doubt. But this person had to learn. And why do I say it's the king that had to learn? Because the queen came in to talk about it. I'm just saying, so I'm not throwing any shade on the masculine at all. The queen said, I'm coming in to tell you about this, because that was she came in first. He came in yesterday first, because he wants to talk about it. because he's lost it all. And now he doesn't know what he's going to do. Maybe the king is going back to a Queen of Swords, not only to talk about this, like yesterday we had the two queens. It could be someone who he's known before, right? Someone now is single. I think they're both single, quite frankly. Or getting ready to sign on the dotted line, right? And that is the truth. They're not, this cannot be, there's no second chances. Someone tried, by the way. Someone tried to save this marriage. This king tried to save it. Look. He tried saving it. He tried saving it. But she said no. Just give me what I rightfully deserve and I'm out. It could have been, someone could have had a mild heart attack, stroke. I just feel something physical with it, a little. I don't think it's an actual physical death. Although, you know, for some, right? For some it could have been. But I feel that I'm only saying it because this guy is laying here. And here's the sword. Is he taking his truth to, to the grave? Never to speak about it? But I don't think so. I think he knew it had to come out. He's holding this. He's holding this. He was waiting to see if she was going to take him back. And she said, well, you gave me the 6 and the 1 is the 7. 7 of Swords is the lying, the cheating, the manipulation. When you add it to the 4, it's an 11. This was the happy home, the happy family. But because of this deceit, it split the swords up. Do you follow that? I know you do. On one hand, we had the perfect family unit, right? Communicating, loving, speaking, sharing. But when the split happened, which is right here in the middle, it doesn't matter where it's at really, but I'm trying to show you how it works. This became the 7 and the 4 is 11. Master number, it was meant to be. It was meant to happen this way. So that this king and this queen, because you have to take responsibility for what happened, what went down. There's a reason why she's walking. Lies, deception, manipulation. However, what part of that does she play in that role? She allowed the years of, was that in the deal? Was that in the, was that part of the deal? Part of the marriage contract, so to speak. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So Spirit is exactly telling us the exact same thing of the intro, which is, let love be your prayer. Let love be your meditation. Let love break open your heart so that you can ascend to your own truth of who you are, of how you see people really in these situations that really are suffering from their own. This is a huge karmic lesson. That's an understatement from what I can see how this has happened. Someone's who I feel great compassion for because it looks like a father figure wasn't around to guide this child. And all we can do is pray, devote our life in prayer for the love and the losses that others bear of their own accord. It's deep. Have a great day.